How are you guys going? It's been a while, and do you know what I've been playing? I mean, you probably guessed it from the title. Ready or Not. It's a tactical FPS where you command the SWAT team. Think Rainbow Six Siege, but realistic and also good. And I absolutely love it. So welcome to your headquarters. Here you can change your loadout for you and your team, and the range of guns is enough to satisfy any ammo sexual out there. It also comes with a gun range, and even a CQC portion of practice before you go in for the real deal. You saw nothing. And finally, this is where you select the mission, and the different scenarios determine the difficulty. So with all of that done, welcome to Ready or Not. 213 Park Homes, probably the most iconic mission in this game, and as it happens, it tends to get a little messy. The layout of the house consists of the ground level with several rooms branching off the main entrance, and a second story featuring 5 bedrooms and an office. Normally this would cost you an arm and a leg to rent, but the condition is less than desirable. Approaching the house, I give the order to stack on the door, and then we make entry. While the team moves in, I clear the living room to the right. As I do, I find an unknown subject hiding beneath a bed and demand to see his hands. While I work on handcuffing him, red team moves to clear the bedrooms, while blue team secures the kitchen. Once the kitchen is secure, blue team takes position with me in the living room before we move upstairs.
Okay, I'm on your seat.
The first suspect we encounter tries to pull a fast one. It doesn't work out well for her, and she takes a forever sleep. Meanwhile, the boys behind me encounter a guy hiding with a pistol. They resolve the issue remarkably fast. With this side clear, we descend on the left wing of the upper floor. Faced with a blind angle, I toss a flashbang and follow through to clear the room. It's been rather quiet, and I'd rather not get killed by complacency. Returning to the hallway, I task blue team with clearing the left room,
Check your cover.
and myself the right. A suspect appears in the doorway in front of me. I give him a choice, but instead he chooses to open fire and all bets are off. I call in medical for a civilian on the bed nearby, then handcuff our now deceased suspect before heading back downstairs, instructing blue team to get busy clearing the remaining rooms under the staircase while I bag the good stuff in the kitchen. With the house largely taken care of, red team and I clear through the back door and into the rear yard, finding one very lost indie singer whose final single included opening fire on you is a terrible mistake, but I did it anyway, and he goes down as a no-hit wonder. While this is happening, blue team sweep and clear the last 3 rooms, finding a single civilian they handcuff and remove from the premise. Blue team rejoins us outside, but we get ambushed. A gunfight breaks out, with a suspect opening fire through the door ahead, narrowly missing me and my team. We respond with returning fire. After an extended volley of gunfire, blue team moved to cover the door we got shot from, and red team breached the tunnels behind to prevent anyone from flanking us. I move to clear the first room, but make a fatal mistake when I don't check to my left and receive a hell of a jump scare. However, I end up filling him more than your mum at the Sailors Club, and I call for blue team to cover me while I stop bleeding all over the place. And then find another suspect who failed his marksmanship class, and proceed to literally mag dump his ass. I think I'm doing quite well at the serve and protect thing, ladies and gentlemen. After bagging the suspects who failed their attempts at obstruction quite miserably, we find the second package of that good stuff. Be smart, don't do drugs, and begin the final push to clear the premise.
The police. Hands up now.
The chaps behind me cause the suspect to spontaneously drop his weapon and life force before I encounter another guy hiding behind them who didn't learn from his friend's example. With this, we call in medical, plant the evidence, bag the evidence, and head back to station for a debrief. Enjoy a lovely hot coffee, and I get a... You gave me a B? Oh, I'll show you a B. Well, that didn't work out so well. The lesson here is Ready or Not is a much slower paced game, and if you love this kind of thing, I'd highly recommend you check it out. Not sponsored, by the way. Now, if you excuse me, I have some donuts I need to arrest.